By now, I think that most players know, or at least have heard someone talk about the fact that if you only own Motorfest, you can't get every car and every vanity in the game, and it's because Ivory Tower is still supporting the Crew 2 for the next year or so with new content, new cars, and new vanities. Those things aren't available to Motorfest only players, but they are transferable to your Motorfest collection if you do get them in the Crew 2. So many players are choosing to purchase and play the Crew 2, which honestly isn't really a bad thing, even though in my opinion you shouldn't have to. The Crew 2 is an excellent game with a ton of content. Unfortunately for these new Crew 2 players, the game doesn't really do a great job of walking you through it, and honestly new players need that because the game is super grindy. Plus, it's the old game, so I think most of you probably don't want to spend extra time earning and buying things that you really just plan on using in Motorfest anyways. Well, that's where this guide series comes in. Today, I'm going to show you the best way to jumpstart your Crew 2 career and start earning cars and vanities to add to your Motorfest collection ASAP. Let's go! Real quick before I get into the video, if you're looking for a community of racers to play with, join our Discord. There's a link in the description down below. That's also where I do all of my giveaways, and we have every topic in there from the Crew Motorfest, the Crew 2, to Need for Speed Heat, Need for Speed Unbound, everything Need for Speed, and all kinds of other racing games. There's over 14,000 members there, so hit that link and join us. All right, let's get into this. Okay. So you've just booted up the game, what now? Your primary goal should be to get your fame status, aka your player level, to the icon level. Once you hit icon, you can start competing in the summits, and that will springboard your progression because summits give a lot of rewards, including full legendary part sets, vehicles, and lots of cash and followers. To do that, you just need to race a lot. But here's a pro tip: the higher the difficulty level on that race, the more followers, aka the more XP you're gonna earn. As a new player, you won't be able to start the highest difficulty races yet, but if you have a friend who can, then you can join them and receive the full benefit of that race that you really shouldn't even be in, even if your friend DNFs you in the race. The optimal thing to do is to have a friend who's willing to play with you for a few hours and just play this one hypercar race called New York. You can access it once unlocked by either fast traveling to the starting location or selecting it from the activity menu. Just go to the street section, then go to hyper. This race is a 30 to 40 minute race, but if you complete it a few times on the hardest difficulty, your level will skyrocket. The nice thing is, as long as someone in your crew finishes in the top 3, everyone in the crew gets the full rewards, so you'll get around 42,000 followers and 315,000 bucks. That means you only have to play this race around 8 times or so to hit icon. That should take you about 4 to 5 hours. You can also just play the game normally if you aren't in a hurry, but some of the summit rewards are exclusive and timed, so you're going to want to be able to compete in those summits as soon as possible. Now, there are several places to get cars and vanities that can transfer into Motorfest. You have the store where you would buy your cars, the Far and Beyond store, which is where you would buy your car bundles, which is multiple cars at a discount, and vanities, and then you have the weekly summits, which reward you with cars and vanities most of the time. Let's talk about the cars first. Each car category has its own store that's located in a certain area of the map called the HQ. There's a street HQ, a pro racing HQ, an off-road HQ, and a freestyle HQ. If you've just started the game, some of these might not be unlocked yet, so just keep playing through the races that you do have in order to level up and unlock these locations. Here are all of the vehicle types that you can expect to find at each of those HQs. Now for the vanities. Vanities can be earned through summits or purchased at the Far and Beyond shop with real money. You can buy crew credits with your real money, and then you use those crew credits to buy the vanities. The weekly summit rewards are sometimes exclusive to the top 4,000 players on each platform, aka Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and sometimes you can just earn them for just doing one event of the summit. You'll have to check that summit board each week to see what's available to earn. These summits function basically the same as the Motorfest ones. You've got 9 events, you get rewards based on your participation, and then you also get rewards for your finishing position on the leaderboard. All right, now you know where to get your cars and vanities and what your primary objective should be when you start the game. In the next guide, I'll be showing you a few different ways to make a ton of money quickly. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing. We're making daily content. All right, If you have any questions, please send me a DM on Instagram, Twitter, or Discord. I do read every single message personally. Thank you so much for watching. Trigger out.